I want to talk about digestive problems today. I probably don't talk about them often enough, and I want to refer you to my CD called Serial Killers. It really covers the digestive concern completely, as well as gluten intolerance and so forth. Very, very good CD, universal. Everybody should listen to it, Serial Killers. And then the books, Rare Earths Been Cures, of course, the book Let's Play Doctor, and the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. Between those books, you're certainly going to get the total picture of digestion. Technically, digestion starts in the mouth, where you chew up your food into little pieces, creating more surface area for digestive juices and enzymes and things to deal with it. Also, your saliva has a carbohydrate digesting enzyme called ptyalin, okay? And it kind of works in a slightly alkaline environment. It works as it's going down in the mouth and down into the esophagus, breaking down carbohydrates into sugars. And then in the stomach, the atmosphere must be acid. You must, in a pH spectrum of 1 being the most acid, 14 being the most alkaline, 7 being neutral, your stomach environment must be below 2, 1.2, 1.5, maybe even too high, certainly above 1 and below 2. And this is required for many things. Number one, for the stomach environment to be sterile. You get up around 4 or 5 pH, moving towards 7, which is neutral, you're going to get overgrowth of yeast, candida, bacteria, and every time you eat carbohydrates or sugars, they're going to ferment this instantly into gases. You get heartburn, bloating, reflux, and there is no such thing as acid reflux. You only get reflux when you have not enough acid, because you only get reflux when you have things like bacteria, yeast, and candida albicans, which is a form of yeast, growing in your stomach. Won't grow at a pH of 1.2, but you get about 4 or 5, they'll grow and create gas by fermentation, just like you have a beer vat or wine fermentation going on in your stomach. And then, of course, you cannot digest proteins down into amino acids because the pepsin enzyme produced by the stomach won't work in an environment above 2. So you have to have pH below 2 to have the pepsin work to break down proteins into amino acids. And then your intrinsic factor, that stuff that the stomach makes to actually help you absorb vitamin B12, won't work in an environment with a pH above 2, so it must be 1.2, 1.5 for the intrinsic factor to help you work. And then, of course, again, the environment must be acid, because nothing works in your stomach without an acid environment. Well, when you get the reflux and you take Prilosec, Nexium, all these proton pump inhibitors to stop stomach acid production, and you take things like antacids of all kinds, neutralizing stomach acid, this is when you really get in trouble. Can't absorb minerals and so forth, and you're going to wind up with multiples of problems. Well, how do you get stomach acid? Well, there's chief cells, they're called, in your stomach that actually take chlorine from sodium chloride, chloride from sodium chloride, which is salt, and turns it into hydrochloric acid. And so without salt, anybody who tells you to restrict salt should be put in jail, right? You need to salt your food to taste. It's usually be 1 or 2 teaspoons of salt per day, depending on what you eat and how much of it you eat and so forth. And so a minimum of 1, better yet 2 teaspoons of salt a day wouldn't hurt to go on up to 3 teaspoons of salt, which would be kind of a tablespoon kind of thing. I'm very excited about this because I think people are coming around to realize that salt is an essential nutrient. It has 2 of them, actually, sodium and chloride. Do not restrict salt. Then, of course, if you have gluten intolerance, again, I'd refer you back to the CD, Serial Killers, the book Rare Earths Been Cures, and the book Epigenetics. Gluten intolerance is passed on by mothers through cord blood and also breast milk. It's not an allergy to wheat, but it is intolerance to wheat, barley, rye, and oats. It's kind of like people aren't allergic to poison ivy, but they are intolerant to poison ivy because you get a contact dermatitis. And when it comes to gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and oat proteins, you get a contact enteritis, which is a term given to the inflammation that's caused by eating these things. And I'd say 80-90% of the people around the world are susceptible to gluten intolerance. It's not a genetic thing, and it doesn't just happen, but it's the way human beings are put together. Now, when you look at the Chinese, mainland China, they rarely have gluten intolerance, not because they can't, but because they primarily live on rice and sweet potatoes. So they don't really contact gluten unless there's a few northern provinces, or maybe they come to Europe or the United States and eat a lot of wheat. They can certainly get gluten intolerance. So get gluten-free, that'll help. Well, some of the stuff that goes on when you have a gluten intolerance, the villi, those little finger-like projections in your small intestine go away, and you wind up with celiac disease, you wind up with appendicitis, you wind up with diverticulitis, colitis, ulcer colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, and Crohn's disease, which is the most violent of all the gluten intolerance gastrointestinal diseases. And of course, the doctor's approach to it is, we'll just remove 2, 3, 4, 5 feet of your intestine. And of course, that can be catastrophically bad. And let's see here, constipation, diarrhea, these things also go along with gluten intolerance. And I urge you to really, really stay, even if you think you're feeling good, just totally avoid gluten, no wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats for 3 months. See what happens. You're going to lose a lot of weight. You're going to feel better, you'll digest more, and a lot of your problems that you've had that are due to nutritional deficiencies will just go away. Don't forget your 90 essential nutrients. Don't forget the book Epigenetics, the CD Serial Killers, and you will save America one gut at a time. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide, with many of Ancient Legacy's oils coming directly from families in the East that have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years, for use in restoring balance to the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual nature of everyone. If you aren't experienced with aromatherapy, we suggest getting Ancient Legacy's Basic Starter Kit, an introductory kit specially designed for people just learning about the benefits of aromatherapy oils. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Longevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, this one when I saw it kind of scared me a little bit because the headline of this Fox News story reads, Ebola virus lives on hospital surfaces for days. They say the virus can live on surfaces in hospitals for nearly 2 weeks, according to a new study. Researchers studied how long that the Ebola virus could survive on plastic, stainless steel, and Tyvek, which is the stuff they make those Ebola suits out of. They also simulated different environmental conditions, climate-controlled hospital at 70 degrees and 40% humidity. And they say the typical environment in West Africa is 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 80% humidity. They said in general, the virus survives on surfaces for a longer time when in the climate-controlled conditions than the West African environment. They say under the hospital-like conditions, the virus lived for 11 days on Tyvek, 8 days on plastic, and 4 days on stainless steel. They say the longest the virus was able to survive in the tropical conditions of the West African environment was 3 days on Tyvek. Now, according to one of the lead researchers, Vincent Munster, chief of virus ecology unit at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases in the Rocky Mountain Laboratories, there's a handle for you. You go on to say, he's quoted as saying, given the unprecedented number of health care professionals who became infected with Ebola virus during the outbreak, we're trying to educate all the potential routes of transmission, or elucidate, that is, all of the potential routes of transmission and potential for the persistence of the virus. Goes on to say that they found the Ebola virus can persist on surfaces in hospitals, so it's very important that workers follow protocols for thoroughly disinfecting and removing protective gear when leaving an Ebola treatment unit. They say the higher heat and humidity of the tropical conditions may be harmful to the virus. They still need to test whether it's the temperature, the humidity, or the combination of the two that is causing the virus to degrade more quickly. Study also found that the virus can survive in water up to 6 days. Potential for the virus to be spread through wastewater remains unknown. The new findings warrants further investigation into the persistence of the virus in water environments, such as in wastewater and sewage canals. Finally, the study found that it could survive in dried blood for up to 5 days and liquid blood outside the body as long as 14 days. And this was all published in the journal Emerging Infectious Diseases. Wow.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. And it just exposes, elucidates the need for personal hygiene, a good technique when you're dealing with these sorts of things. This is what happens when people have the flu. You can have somebody in the house with the flu, and everybody else can avoid it by using lots of soap and water. Be careful how you handle things. Wash your hands before you eat, after you eat, when you sneeze, before you sneeze, and you touch other people, when you touch things they've touched. And people think you'll be a little obsessive, but you won't get the disease. Of course, we have the PureWorks, we have the spray, we have the foam, we have the liquid soap, we have the lotion. And the PureWorks doesn't have alcohol in it. And so the formula continues to kill viruses and bacteria and fungus and yeast for 3 to 5 hours after it dries, whereas the alcohol-based skin sanitizers only work while they're wet. I don't think people know that the alcohol-based skin sanitizers only work while they're wet. And so people are waving their hands around trying to dry it off, and so they only get 10 seconds worth of killing power. And, of course, that's not very much when you're dealing with things like Ebola, the flu, and many other bacteria and viruses, fungus. And so it's essential. Good technique. Use PureWorks. I take Killer Biotic, 3 of those twice a day just to protect myself because I shake hands with so many people. And if you do the same thing, you'll benefit. Thank you, Doug. Super job. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Longevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. 314-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Houston, Texas. And Kim, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Kim, you're on the air.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. I'm calling on behalf of my sister. She has diabetes, she's overweight, and she's recently agreed in the past week to take the Mighty 90 in addition with sweeties, selenium, plant minerals, and glucogel, EFA,
Any EFAs?
and OsteoFX. But I don't know.
Any EFAs? Wait a minute. Any EFAs?
Yes, sir. It's in the Mighty 90. It's
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
EFA.
And what about ASAP for the weight loss?
Not yet.
Okay. Now, how much does this gal weigh?
290, she says. She's 5'4", 64 years old.
Okay, well, 5'4", I'd like to see her weigh 130, so she needs to lose 160 pounds. And so, Shar?
Yes?
Yeah, you've seen people lose a lot of weight, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay. And so you've seen the ASAP work.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, at 290 pounds, just about 300 pounds, how many of the healthy blood sugar packs, she's diabetic, how many healthy blood sugar packs would you have her take?
Ideally, she needs 3.
Yeah, she needs 3 because there's 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. And how many of the bottles of ASAP would you have her take?
I'd have her get 2 to start with.
Okay, very, very good. Well done. Okay, yes, exactly, Kim. So what you want your sister to do is take 3 healthy blood sugar packs per month. That'll be 3 of the sweeties at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, an ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2 of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and again, as Shar said, I'd have you get her 2 of the bottles, maybe even 3 of the bottles of the ASAP, have her take a dropper full under her tongue, certainly 30 minutes before each meal, a dropper full under her tongue 15 minutes before each meal, and let it absorb through her oral tissues. Don't let her swallow it. Won't hurt her if she swallows it, but certainly she won't get the maximum result. On her diabetes, she needs to take her fasting blood sugar every morning before she medicates herself. And as her blood sugar drops, reduce her medication as she's been instructed by her doctor. Give us a call every couple of weeks, Kim, and let us know your sister's weight and her blood sugar levels and how she feels and all that kind of stuff, okay?
Dr. Wallach, what would you recommend on the sweeties? She's only starting
3?
out on 2.
No, she needs 3 times a day. Okay, that'll be 3 healthy blood sugar packs per month. And we'll be back after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. Let's head to Chicago, Illinois, and Ruth, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Ruth, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
I've been in the hospital again, and I had this upper respiratory problem, and they put me on the prednisone. Now I'm swelling all in my legs.
Prednisone has lots of negative side effects. It actually causes you to lose a lot of minerals out of your bones and can result in fractures. It actually increases your risk of getting type 2 diabetes. Yeah, so we want to get you off the prednisone as soon as possible. How much do you weigh, Ruth?
Well, I had went down to about 170, and when they put me on that prednisone, I couldn't stop eating.
Mm-hmm. So what do you weigh now?
I'm back up to about 220, 225.
Okay, and how tall are you?
And all in my legs. And also I want to about the brain.
Oh, I can't hear you. I missed you there. You went off for me. I couldn't hear you.
Yes, you told me back here.
I heard the edema, but I didn't hear the rest of it.
I got the brain and heart medicine that you told me to get.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked wonderful for me, also with my kidneys, too.
Okay. Now, are you on dialysis or just have kidney problems?
No, I'm not on dialysis. I'm taking the Ultimate daily.
Okay. Very good. All right. Do you have diabetes?
Well, I haven't had a pill or a shot in over 10 or 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that prednisone that they gave me back in 1989 is because of my arthritis. But
okay. Now, what you do is hang on here. I want you to hang on here a second. This is a Shar thing. Okay, Shar?
Yes.
Okay, here's this lady. She's up to about somewhere between 170 and 220 right now, depending on how you look at it. She's been taking 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart packs. She does have edema, okay? She does have some arthritis. She's had chronic respiratory stuff. And she does have some kidney challenges, and she's taking Ultimate Daily tablets. What would you do to kind of refine her program?
Well, and she has diabetes too, right? No.
No.
Oh, no diabetes. Okay, well.
No, she has. I'm sure she has pre-diabetes, but through diet, she's kind of keeping it under control.
Okay, so
what would you do for her?
She needs 2 Healthy Brain and Heart packs, and she also needs to get on a gluten-free diet because having all those different things means she's got a gluten intolerance, probably.
Yeah. And she's already taken Ultimate Daily for blood pressure and that kind of stuff, and that's going to help her with the kidney issues. Yep. And what would you do for her respiratory stuff? What would you do for that?
I'd give her, she could take some Oxybody. That would help.
Yep, some Oxybody. That's good. And what would you do in case it's got bugs?
Bugs?
Yeah, like viruses and bacteria.
Oh, the killer biotic.
Well, there you go. Perfect. Okay, so Ruth wants you to have the killer biotic. Have 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And, of course, for the arthritis, throw in the glucogel. That way, get 2 bottles of glucogel, 15 of those a day. Call us every couple of weeks for the edema. Eat 6 eggs a day. And call us in 2 weeks. Let us know how you're doing. We'll walk you through this. We'll be back after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. Let's head to Santa Cruz, California. And Judy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Judy, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I'm a new longevity business owner.
Okay.
And my husband has vitiligo over at least 40% of his body. And I got him on, when you were in Santa Cruz a couple of months ago, we came to your meeting, and he's had it for like 10 years. I wish I'd known about this earlier, because I think we could have gotten a jump on it. But anyway, we followed your directions. He's on that strict diet. And I'm wondering, what's the best we can hope for on vitiligo?
Okay, well, vitiligo is a copper deficiency. Vitiligo is caused by deficiency of copper, and copper is required by the body for many things, including the production of skin pigment, melanin, hair color, whether your hair is blonde, red, brown, or black. Skin pigment requires certainly copper and in some cases other minerals in addition. And, of course, copper is required to maintain skin integrity so you don't get wrinkles, and also integrity of the arteries by maintaining the elastic fibers in arteries and veins. So it wouldn't be unusual when somebody has vitiligo. They're going to have varicose veins. They'll have spider veins, hemorrhoids. Got to worry about aneurysms. And does he have a loss of any hair color? Does he have loss of hair color?
Well, he went from salt and pepper to gray to white, and he's been white for at least 6 years. But I've noticed I gave him a haircut the other day, and it's black. It's repigmenting.
Okay, good. So the hair color is coming back. Okay, that's very good. Make sure he's gluten-free so that he won't have problems with absorption. And Shar, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, now you've seen people with vitiligo before, because we work a lot in Chicago and so forth together. And, it takes, I've seen it take maybe anywhere from 4 to 6 months to start to see things happening. Obviously, his hair color is coming back. And, we've seen so many people get rid of their vitiligo in less than a year, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. And so, Shar is my witness. We've seen this many, many times. And of course, vitiligo can happen in a black person, in an Asian person, Caucasian, white, Hispanics. it doesn't matter. And it shows up on lighter-skinned people when they get tanned. These areas don't tan because the raw materials to make melanin as skin pigment isn't there because it requires copper cofactors to make that happen. So what would you make sure that her husband has to get more copper?
Oh, the selenium.
Yep, the longevity selenium. Yep. What does your husband weigh, Judy?
He's dropped about 15 pounds in the last 5 weeks since he's been on all this stuff. He's about 172.
Okay, so you say he lost 50 pounds or 15?
15.
Okay, that's very good. Yeah, okay, very good. Okay, so he's obviously absorbing. Okay, 5'11", that's very good. All right, and so, just keep doing what you're doing, but I would add another couple of bottles of these Ultimate Selenium for a total of, have them take a minimum of 9 to 12 a day, and that's going to speed up the process, okay?
Okay.
Very good. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how hubby's doing. Thank you for sharing, Judy. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Maryland. And Carmen, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Carmen, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I don't know, but I think I have a problem with protein or calcium because I crave sour cream all the time, and I know it's high in protein, but maybe it's calcium. I don't know. And I've got now arthritis in both thumbs as well as tendinitis in both shoulders and both wrists, and my low back hurts and my teeth hurt, and I'm getting bunions, so I know I'm lacking calcium. So should I take more of the OsteoFX, like 3 times a day or something?
Okay, well, how much do you weigh?
It was causing me diarrhea, 128 this morning.
Okay. All right, Shar?
Yes.
Yeah, you deal a lot with this. Here's Carmen. She's got arthritis, she's got back pain, she's got tendinitis, she's got bunions. Wow. And so what would you do? What would you do for her? She says, she's kind of taking a smattering of this, smattering of that, in a very organized way. What would you give her to deal with all these things?
A healthy bone and joint pack.
Okay. And would you give her anything extra?
I give her. You mean for?
Mm-hmm.
I give her extra for back and everything. I would give her extra glucogel probably.
Perfect. You get an A+. Yep. And I go ahead and get a total of at least 2 bottles of glucogel a month on your various systems. 1 healthy bone and joint pack, extra bottle of glucogel, extra bottle of osteo. And I would go ahead and take 1 ounce of the osteo twice a day. And did you say you're allergic to shellfish?
No, but you said that I got diarrhea, and you said to slack off on the osteo. I'm on the glucogel. That's why I want to know, should I take more of the OsteoFX?
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this
well,
for
we'll give that
years.
Give that a try. Give that a try.
I pulled my rotator cuffs in 2012, 13, 14, and now in 15 in April again.
Yeah, and so do you have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, rosacea on your face, anything like that?
No.
Did you have any asthma as a kid?
No, I had bronchitis as a kid.
You had chronic bronchitis?
Yes, until 1981. I got it 4 times a year.
Okay, yeah, you have gluten intolerance. Okay, so you got to get gluten-free. You're having absorption problems, your basic underlying problem here. So if you had chronic bronchitis as a kid, you definitely have a gluten intolerance, and so you got to get off of gluten. But you also have to. Char, would you add to her program to get some more air into her?
Oxybody.
That's Char's favorite. Tastes good. It's got a cherry berry flavor. And it actually can, by actual measurement, raise the oxygen level of your blood, so we're very excited about this product. Take an ounce, say an hour before each meal, not during the meals, because the digestive stuff going on will actually off-gas the oxygen before it gets into your bloodstream. And it's really a great little product, tastes great, and it's so safe, even kids can have it. Great little oxygen supplement, okay? So add 1 or 2 ounces a day of the Oxybody, and again, it comes in a cherry berry flavor. You can take it straight and then you can follow it up with some water, just some bottle reverse osmosis water, and give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how you're doing. But things like arthritis, tendinitis, these sorts of things, cartilage problems, these programs, the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, actually support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, so you can expect great results. We'll be back with more of Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Good liver health is vital to your overall health. Did you know the liver is the largest gland in the body? Generating digestive enzymes, converting fat into fuel, controlling metabolism, regulating cholesterol in the blood, and neutralizing toxins and waste products. Decreased liver function can lead to debilitating diseases. Hepal, a proprietary blend exclusive to Prohoba International, can help support healthy liver function. Hepal is a blend of natural organic pollen extracts, including essential enzymes, botanical glutathione, which is considered to be one of the most powerful antioxidants for detoxifying free radicals and exogenous compounds, superoxide dismutase, and aloe vera, formulated to cleanse and support healthy liver function. If you'd like to have healthy liver function, call your local longevity distributor today, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Longevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Virginia. And Cindy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Cindy, you're on the air.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay, how can we help you?
I've got nausea from taking the tangy tangerine. You told me to take 2 scoops in the morning, 2 at night, and it makes me so sick I throw up my dinner and my Coumadin that I have to be on
don't do it.
for my
Hey,
heart.
stop.
Okay.
Just don't do it. Okay, cut it in half. Try cutting it in half. Try just 1 scoop in the morning and see if you can survive 1 scoop in the morning without the scoop in the afternoon. Okay? And, just take a half a dose once instead of a full dose twice. Okay, just take 1 scoop in the morning with a glass of water and see if that's okay with you. Okay? And, there's a lot of stuff in there. You're talking about 245 different nutrients, and you could be allergic to one of them. You could be not able to handle that much fiber. I mean, who knows what's going on here? And so when you get an uncomfortable reaction, you just stop. And you have to have the nutrients, and so we can go another direction, but let's see if you just take 1 scoop in the morning with breakfast, and not 2 scoops, just 1 scoop, and then none in the afternoon, and let's do that for a couple of days. And if you still get an uncomfortable event happen, let's just drop it completely, and we can go to what's called the Sharp. What would you use for a replacement for a multiple if somebody can't handle the Beyond Tangerine.
We have the liquid tangy tangerine. And we have
Well, let's not even talk about tangerine. Give another choice.
We have classic, ultimate classic.
Yeah, ultimate classic, sure. And that's one of our original liquid multiples, and we have so many people that use it. They like it better. It's what they say, it's already mixed up. They don't have to mix it with water. And it doesn't have all the 115 fruits and berries and vegetables in it. And so they're less likely to have a reaction, okay? And so go ahead and cut what you have down to 1 scoop in the morning, and you'll know in a day or so if you're going to get a nasty reaction. If you do, then I'd recommend you switch over, as Shar said, to the Ultimate Classic. And most people, I've had very, very few people, I can't remember. Shar, can you remember over the years anybody not having an easy time with the Ultimate Classic?
I've never heard of anybody being allergic to that.
Yeah. Okay. So cut your Beyond Tangerine Digest to 1 scoop a day at breakfast, and then go for 2 or 3 days. If you don't have a reaction, then try a 2nd scoop at dinner time. And it may take you a couple of weeks or a couple of months to work up to full doses, or you may never be able to work up to full doses. And if that's the case, let's go ahead and switch over on your next order to the Ultimate Classic. It's one of the great liquid multiples. And, of course, you still need the EFA pluses, so that'll give you the 90 essential nutrients. And that was one of our original parts of the program. And so we still have, that's one of our biggest selling products because people like the convenience of it being already mixed up. Keep it in your refrigerator, shake it up real good because it will settle because it's got so much stuff in there. So you got to shake it up real good before you pour it out of the bottle. And, again, it's 1 ounce per 100 pounds of body weight. And for those of you out there who are kind of saying, hey, I'd like to try that, that's the Ultimate Classic. And when I'm at home, I use that. I don't like to carry the liquids with me on the road because the TSA guys don't take care in tightening up the bottles when they test them for bad stuff. And so I usually wind up every time I stop, there's Ultimate Classic all over my clothes, so I have to take the powder with me. Okay, and thank you, Cindy, for sharing that. And for those of you who have similar problems, switch over to the Ultimate Classic. Okay, how much time we have here, Doug?
Just about 30 seconds.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take it and remind everybody about my new book out, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, and Epigenetics, and, of course, the new DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and the new CD, Public Enemy #1. These are kind of 25-year updates on Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book, the CD, the DVD, and, of course, they're built on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie book, CD, and DVD, and so they make a set. It's not a replacement because a lot of the original stuff is still in the Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and so the Epigenetics, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, Public Enemy #1, they're kind of like from that point on forward. Thank you very much, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.